Most people today spend hundreds of dollars every year on fertilizers, garden chemicals and soil boosters, all hoping to get bigger harvests, greener leaves and more productive plants. Yet somehow their gardens still struggle and the soil weakens over time. But what if the solution doesn't come from a store at all? What if it's already sitting in your kitchen right now, something you throw away almost every day? For generations, the Amish never used synthetic fertilizers, and yet their gardens remained lush, balanced, and unbelievably productive. The reason? Simple, centuries-old knowledge, a quiet secret that modern companies don't want you to remember. In this video, we're uncovering one of the most powerful natural methods ever used to double your plant growth using nothing more than a $1 kitchen scrap that works almost overnight. If you want to live healthy, self-sufficient, and closer to the earth, you're in the right place. Welcome to Amish Homestead, Roots. Here we share forgotten wisdom to help you grow more food, heal naturally, and reconnect with the land. Subscribe now so this ancient knowledge finds its way back to your family before it disappears forever. The secret most fertilizer companies would rather you never learn is this. For over 2 centuries, Amish farmers have used banana peels to supercharge their crops naturally. It sounds too simple, almost laughable, but it works powerfully. Inside every banana peel is a burst of potassium, phosphorus, calcium, and magnesium. Exactly what most commercial fertilizers promise in fancy packaging. But while companies extract and bottle those minerals chemically, the Amish take the same nutrients directly from nature, free and alive. The method goes back generations. Every time a family shared fruit or baked banana bread, nothing went to waste. The peels were soaked in water, turning that jar into what they lovingly call gold water. That golden liquid would then be poured at the base of vegetables, berries, tomatoes, and fruit trees. And the results? Healthier soil, stronger roots, faster flowering, fuller harvests, all within days. Elders in old Amish communities say they could see leaves deepening in green almost overnight. While others spent money chasing synthetic boosters, the Amish quietly perfected this living fertilizer made right in their kitchens. It's not just about saving money. It's about independence, restoring control over your own food source. Imagine walking through your garden knowing every plant grows from what your household produced. Nothing purchased, nothing wasted. The companies don't like this because there's nothing to sell you. You can't patent banana peels. You can't package ancestral wisdom. This is why the Amish never needed modern fertilizers, because nature was already providing everything. Through composting and recycling nutrient-rich scraps, their soil remains self-renewing, year after year. And what's incredible is that this same practice can work in any home, from tiny balconies to acres of farmland. It doesn't matter if you live in a city apartment or a rural homestead. This $1 kitchen scrap is your entry point back to the old ways, healthy, productive, and sustainable living. The reason this works is pure biology and wisdom that modern agriculture often overlooks. When banana peels soak in water, they slowly release potassium, phosphorus, and trace minerals into the liquid. Potassium is the unsung hero of plant health. It boosts root strength, speeds up nutrient absorption, and encourages flowering and fruiting. Phosphorus helps develop the DNA of plants, literally the energy that allows them to bloom. Calcium keeps the soil structure open and loose, allowing water and oxygen to reach roots easily. Together, these minerals act like an instant wellness drink for plants, organic, balanced, and easily absorbed. But beneath the chemistry lies something even more remarkable, the living relationship between soil and decay. The Amish understand that when something breaks down naturally, life doesn't end, it transforms. That transformation creates microbes, enzymes, and beneficial bacteria that keep soil alive. Every new peel added to the brew adds another layer of living balance. When poured into your garden bed, those microbes settle into the earth, rebuilding what chemicals once stripped away. This is why Amish gardens continue thriving for decades. The soil rejuvenates itself year after year, never dependent on artificial drops or timed releases. It's the same reason elders can walk through their old gardens and say, "This ground remembers." Their soil literally carries memory, the living memory of every peel, leaf, and seed returned to it. Science proves it now, but the Amish lived it for centuries. Feed the soil naturally, and it will give back more than you ever imagined. Here's how. You can start at home with 3 simple steps. Step 1. Prepare your natural gold water. Take 3 or 4 banana peels, the older and darker the better, and cut them into small pieces. Drop them in a glass jar or any leftover container. Fill it with water and let it steep for at least 24 hours. If you want to boost it further, add a spoon of crushed eggshells for natural calcium. That's it. Step 2. Apply your liquid fertilizer. Every few days, pour that golden nutrient water directly at the base of your plants. Vegetables, herbs, flowers, fruit trees, or potted plants. Don't overdo it. Just enough to moisten the root zone. You'll begin noticing brighter, more productive growth within a week. Step 3. Maintain the cycle. Always have one jar brewing while another is in use. As one finishes, start another. This consistent rhythm keeps your soil alive and nutrient-rich all season long. The Amish treat this process like a small ritual, the simplest act of cooperation between household and earth. No tools, no formulas, just patience and faith in natural design. You can even bury leftover peel pieces once every few weeks under your garden beds. They'll decompose gently, continuing to feed roots beneath the surface. So, what you're really doing here isn't just fertilizing, you're rebuilding balance, quietly turning waste into wealth right under your feet. Over time, this old-world practice doesn't just make your plants healthier, it changes how you feel every time you walk into your garden. There's a quiet pride that comes from feeding your family with something you restored from your own hands. The harvests become more than food. They become proof that sustainable, independent living is still possible in today's world. You'll start to notice how little you spend at garden stores, how freely your garden produces, and how confidently you can share this old wisdom with your children or grandchildren. It's more than productivity, it's legacy. The Amish always say that no fertilizer can compare to the care of a gardener who understands the earth. The deeper reward is emotional, less dependence, more confidence, and a profound peace knowing that every seed you plant has a healthy, honest foundation. That's the true investment, one that costs almost nothing yet transforms the way your garden, your family, and your life feel every single day. If this kind of wisdom helps you become more self-sufficient, give this video a like. It tells YouTube to share this knowledge with more families who need it. And I'd love to hear from you. Have you ever tried using kitchen waste like banana peels in your garden? What results did you see? Drop your answer below. I actually read every single comment. There's one powerful principle the Amish understood long before the modern world. Before adding something new to your homestead, remove something you depend on that you could provide yourself. Maybe it's store-bought compost, bagged soil, or packaged fertilizer. The moment you switch from consumer to creator, that's when real independence begins. It doesn't take money, and it doesn't take perfection. It takes willingness. Every time you reclaim one part of your home and make it your own, you're undoing a system built on dependence. That quiet step is the difference between surviving and thriving. The Amish didn't chase innovation. They perfected continuity, the humble repetition of what works year after year. So start with one jar, one choice, one act that brings you closer to balance. That's how sustainable life begins, not through buying more, but by needing less. You don't need a big farm or fancy equipment. You don't even need perfect soil. You just need to take one small, ancient practice and start it this week. That's how every Amish homestead began. Not with wealth, but with steady care. Try making your own gold water, gold. Tonight and see what happens. One peel, one jar, 1 week, and you'll never see your garden the same way again. If this inspired you, subscribe to Amish Homestead Roots, where forgotten Amish wisdom meets modern simplicity. Every week we bring you sustainable, family-centered, life-changing ways to make your home more independent, the way God and our ancestors intended. Thank you for joining me. Until next time, keep your hands in the soil and your heart in the work. I'll see you in the next one.